Hello and welcome to another Shadowshaper Duels video. I just want to start this video by saying I really appreciate all the positive comments and feedback I've been getting on my recent Shadowshaper videos. It seems like a lot of you are enjoying them and there is a demand for more Shadowshaper content. So this video today is going to be something slightly different to my previous ones. It is not a guide video or a build video, something specific like that. Although there are a few more of those types of videos that I want to make in the near future. I am looking to put out a video discussing the human cards and the hive cards in a similar way that I did with the Fallen, but I just need to get a little bit more higher level first and unlock a few more of those cards. I'm currently rank 18 and I think I need to get to about, if I remember right, it's rank 20 before I unlock some of the exotic cards to do with the humans and the hive. So when I get to that level, I will be making a video to cover those cards, but I'm not there yet. So in the meantime, the video today is just going to be some gameplay of some of the games I have played earlier today with commentary. And I will explain my strategy in each game, why I play things, and hopefully that helps you as more of a learning experience of how to play this game more strategically. I don't want to spend ages now discussing the deck that I built for it, because again that's not really the purpose of this video, and you'll understand the reason why certain cards are in there when I play them in the actual gameplay. But just as a very high level explanation of it, it is a mostly Fallen deck, very similar to the deck I built in my first Fallen video. Again, trying to get as many Fallen cards on the field and then buff them with Vanuk. But I have also got cards in there designed to counter the Ogre strategy, such as that's why I have 2 Woomings and also a Wolf. And the reason why I've done that is I'm currently rank 18, so I am matching with a lot of people who are rank 16 and above. And quite often they are using and abusing the Ogre card. So I need things in there to be able to counter that light Wooming. Otherwise, it's basically a loss as soon as I match someone using that strategy. But I am also matching people who are below that rank, or indeed people who are above that rank, but they are not using it. And I just want to have a normal game where I can play my strategy with the Fallen and just try and have a good game without any sort of cheesy strategies. So that's the purpose of this deck. It is a mostly Fallen deck with a few counters to the Ogre strategy built into it. So yeah, without any more introduction, I will let the gameplay run. I hope you enjoy watching it, and yeah, thank you for tuning in. Just flown down into my first game of the day. I'm against a level 16, so there is a very good chance he is going to be trying to use the Ogre. So I just have to hope I can play a good game and maybe counter it. I'm unfortunately going first as well, which means if he is trying with the Ogre strategy, it's going to make it very difficult for me. Okay, I've got a Wooming, that's a good sign, because I can use that to hopefully counter the Ogre if he's going to play it. Let's try setting up my Grenade Drag on the front for the next row with the catch, and hopefully he doesn't destroy my Grenade Drag. Okay, he's played the Ogre early. If I remember right, the Ogre takes 2 energy to play, which means even if he plays a second one on the next turn, he doesn't have any way of buffing them yet, and if he does buff it, I'll just shut it down with Wooming. So for now, I'm going to let that be, and I'm just going to play my catch. And given I have a spare energy, I may as well just play this Marauder. And as I thought, he's buffing it, but that doesn't matter. He's only got 1 of them. I can shut that down. So I'm actually going to use Wooming instead of Wolf, because if I use Wolf and I destroy that Ogre, there's nothing stopping him playing a second one and doing the same again. Whereas if I play Wooming, it will stop him being able to play a second one successfully. So Wooming is the better counter. And then while I have spare energy, I may as well play the Sniper Vandal. This what I've done here against my opponent is the risk of playing the Ogre early. He's forfeited the game. He doesn't even want to play it out to the end because I've countered his strategy. That was good. Into my second game of the day. I'm against level 20 this time. So again, he has access to the Ogre card if that is the strategy he's going with, and I'm once again also going first, which puts me at the disadvantage if that is his strategy. I'm just going to play my game normally. I at the moment don't see a Wu-Ming or a Wolf, but that's okay. There's still time to go and time for me to get those cards. Interesting that he's taken a long time debating his move. Okay, I have a Grenade Drag and I have a Catch. That's good. That's a good combination. I have now at least got a Wolf, which is promising. I'm going to skip this turn because there's nothing here that's really worth me playing, and I want to try and play the Grenade Drag and the Catch on the same turn, which would be round 4. So I'm going to skip this turn, and if nothing better comes up, I'll probably use the Tracer Shank on my next turn to probably kill his Marauder. Save these for round 4. Save these two here for round 4. Okay, interesting. He's going to try the same. Or he's doing that strategy. It may be in my interest to actually shut down his Grenade Drag. Although it's less energy, it has the potential to become more energy. So I think that is actually my play. Get rid of the Grenade Drag. That was also partly why I didn't want to risk playing my Grenade Drag on round 2, because if he had a Tracer Shank, he could have done the same to me this round. Okay, so he's playing a Servitor. He probably does have some attacking cards lined up. That's somewhat promising. I've got a Wu-Ming if he is going to go down the Ogre route, although there's no sign of that yet. I'm going to play my Grenade Drag and my Catch in combination. I've also not found my Vanok card yet, which isn't great if he's got one and he's just doing a full Fallen deck as well. Maybe I get Vanok in the next 2 cards. Okay, interesting. He maybe is just doing a normal fully Fallen deck. I've got 5 energy to spend. I think the logical play here is to play Wolf and kill his Grenade Drag. And then given I'm on round 5, and there's obviously that means there's 2 more rounds left, I'm going to use the Sniper Vandal just in case he's going to play anything that gives buffs. My move on my next turn is probably going to be, if I get Vanok, it's Vanok. If I don't, it's probably the Marauder and the Servitor. Playing the Servitor first, obviously. If he plays anything that I think he's trying to set himself up for an Ogre play, I will suppress it with Wu-Ming. Although, he's not done that yet. I get Vanok. That's probably the best end I could hope for. I have the same number as Fallen as him. If you look, we've actually played a very similar game. So I'm going to play my Vanok. Even if he also has a Vanok, my Vandal should counter it and I will win. Plus, I'm already ahead on score. So even if I didn't, I'd still stay the same amount ahead. So yeah, let's just play my Vanok. And I've probably won. I can't think what move he could do here that would win himself. Even if he has the ogre, it'll only buff it. You know, he can only buff it once. It would only gain 28 power, and I'm more than 28 ahead. That was actually a very good move on his part, and look how close that score is. But I still win. So very good second game. So I've now matched my third game of the day. This is now against a level 10, so there's no risk of the ogre strategy. And I'm also going second this time. So this is probably just going to be a normal Fallen versus Fallen gameplay. I guess similar to the last game, really. And I already see I have Vanok, which is a great thing to see at the start. He has played the Resilient Captain. Okay, so maybe he's planning on dealing damage somehow, because that's how he's going to maybe spawn more dregs. I'm going to pass this round. You might think I'd be tempted to use Wu Ming and suppress this captain, but at the moment he's not played anything that can attack, and there maybe is other better things I could suppress, like if he plays a Grenade Dreg. And I want to save this Vandal until my round 4 to play it as a counter in case he has a Vanok. So yeah, for now I'm just going to pass on this turn. Okay, not surprising. He's probably doing a similar strategy to what I would do if I had a catch, which is get a lot of units on the field. I think my move here is I'm just going to kill his captain. Again, I could kill the catch because it is worth more energy, but if he does play cards that can do damage, this will start spawning more dregs, and obviously more dregs will be more things for Vanok to buff. So I'm going to shut down the captain instead. Okay. I ideally want to play this Vandal now because then it will be in effect for round 5 and 6 for him. What do I pair with it that has 2 energy? There isn't really anything that's worth using Wu Ming on. I don't see any sign of a catch coming, so I've nothing to drop. So I'm just going to put this Grenade Dreg on the back row first, and then add the Vandal to it, so at least it buffs the Grenade Dreg. He is currently ahead, but there's probably still ways I can win this. Now I get the catch. But he has very smartly put an Ioella on the back, which will stop me playing a catch on the front. So now I could do one of 2 things. I could drop the catch on my own back row, which will just give me more. Actually, I think that probably is the smarter play. Drop the catch on the back row, and then next turn I'll play Vanok on the front. The only other move that I'd be tempted to play is do the Marauder, which will do 5 damage. And I could attack his Servitor, but it would also take damage, and it's just not going to get as many units down as the catch. So let's add the catch to the back row. It's only going to have the time to deploy 2 dregs, but that's fine. And you know what? I actually now do have spare energy left. I can use Wolf to kill. I'll kill his. Oh no, I can't use Wolf. Wolf has to be played on the back. Oh no, he doesn't have any units over 5. Never mind. Well, at least I got Wolf down for the bonus energy. Although it was only 1. That's a good move on his play. I was honestly expecting a Vanok, but he's took out a lot of my units instead. If I play Vanok, that's 10. That'll take me to 18. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. Another 8 on top of 18 takes me to 26. I don't win if I play Vanok. But I'm not sure what else I can do that will win. If I'd saved my Wolf, which in all honesty that was a bit of a mess up on my part playing Wolf on the last turn. I could have probably used Wolf on Ikora if I'd got another unit down. Even if I play this and deal 5 damage, it's going to take damage off Ioella. Yeah, okay, he's won this. Well played to him. And it just goes to show, even a level 10 can beat a level 18 if you play a good game. Well played to him. Just flown into my 4th game of the day against a level 18. So again, there's every chance he has the Ogre card. And I don't have any moves I can make on my first turn, so I have to skip. But I am at least going second, so if he does play the Ogre card, I have the perfect counter, because I just go after him. I think I'm going to play my Grenade Drag on the front row. There is a risk he might be able to destroy it, but I'm hoping I get a catch at some point that I can put alongside it. Okay, no sign of a catch. I'm going to use my Tracer Shank just to do some damage to Kavar. Hopefully I get a Tracer Shank in the next round or two. I suspect he is setting Pandora up, ready for his Ogre. I'm not going to jump early, and in fact, I can ruin his plan. I was about to say I'm not going to go early and suppress that, because he may have other ways of buffing it, but actually I can use my Marauder, which does 5 damage, to just take out Pandora. So if he's setting that up ready for his Ogre, he's going to need to find another way to buff his Ogre. And that's the reason why I put the Marauder in my deck, because it does 5 damage, and obviously if you're going the Ogre route, you have to play Pandora on the front row, because the Ogre has to be played on the front row, and Pandora has 5 health. So this is my Pandora counter. He's now probably reassessing his plans, because if that was how he was planning to buff the Ogre, he now has to find another way to do it. Although interesting, he could have used Finala to buff his Ogre, and maybe he still has other plans for round 6. He's going to play his Ogre on round 6 and find a way to buff it then. That's my suspicion. So I'm going to just play 3 cards. I can't play them on the front row, unfortunately, because his Ioella is blocking it. But I'm going to play a Marauder, because it's 1, a Servitor, and a Vandal. I could have played both Vandals, actually. Actually, you know what, thinking about it, both Vandals would have been better, because they'd have still done the same amount of damage, and a Vandal has more health than a Servitor. But maybe on my next round I play the Vandal anyway. Let's see if he is going to play the Ogre and some way to buff it on his round 6. I can imagine he has one. That's the only reason he'd have been setting a Pandora up on the front. And yes, okay, he had another Pandora waiting and another Ogre. Maybe he had 2 Ogres and he was hoping to put them both next to the Pandoras, and he's had to hold one of the Ogres back, because Pandora takes 4 energy to play. So yeah, he was only ever able to get 1 Ogre down. This now makes my final decision pretty easy, because I can just kill the Ogre, and then I'll use Wu Ming. I may as well just to suppress his Ioella at the back and remove that bonus buff from her. Now, normally, you hear me talk about this a lot. I normally say Wu Ming is the better counter to the Ogre. However, given it was round 6 and I was going second, that was the game done. If that was on any other round, I would have used Wu Ming on the Ogre to stop the chaining effect, in case he had a second Ogre. But on round 6, when I'm going second, I may as well just get rid of it, because it's not like he has another turn. So yeah, there we go. I counter the Ogre strategy, very much helped by the fact I was going second. Just flown into this game against a level 20, so he may have the Ogre, and I'm going first. I'm going to risk playing the Grenade Dreg. There is a chance he could destroy it, but I want to get some cards down. I think he definitely has it, that's why he's skipping. I would have liked to play my Tracer Shank here, but there's nothing I can attack. So I guess I'll just use the catch. I strongly suspect he has the Ogre, and that's why he is not playing anything. And he goes last, which means I probably just have to outnumber him. Maybe he plays a Pandora this round to get ready for the Ogre. But if he does, I have a counter for it. So the only two things I can really do here, if he is going to play the Ogre strategy, I'm just going to have to beat him by numbers, because there's no way I can prevent it. So let's just play the Vandal to get another Fallen down, and let's play Wolf just to destroy his highest health target. He's not giving anything away. My only play here is to play Vanok and try and beat him with a numbers game. If he does have an Ogre, he will only be able to buff it once on his last round, because, you know, he's not set anything up in advance to give it a buff. So let's play Vanok. And I just have to hope, well, it should be, because he can only buff the Ogre 14 times, which is 28. So if he does play the Ogre now, I should still win on pure numbers. Yeah, there goes the Ogre. What's he going to play to buff it? Okay. I hope, if I suspect right, it is going to stop. Oh, no, it went one more. Well played to him. There was nothing I could do about that. He was not giving anything away until that round 6. 18. Again, I am going to have to assume he has the Ogre, and I'm going first, which is not good if he does. Okay, well at least I have a Wu Ming, so that can come helpful if if you start setting up things to buff an Ogre. I'm going to risk playing my Grenade Dreg on the front. If he has a way to attack it, he might do, but if not, it allows me to play my catch on the next turn. Okay, that's okay. He probably thinks I might play something that's going... Okay, it will attack my Grenade Dreg, but it will only do 1 damage to it, and I'm going to give it more than 1, so I'm prepared to take that hit. He maybe thought I had one of those other captains that would buff my dregs, but I don't, so I'm happy to take the 1 hit there. Okay, interesting. He wants me to not use the back row. I think I maybe use Wolf to kill the Grenade Dreg. Again, at the moment there's no sign of him setting up for an Ogre strategy, but he could just wait till round 6. I I think I used Wolf to kill the Grenade Dreg, although that doesn't let me play anything else this round, but it at least gets rid of it. Again, it's still -7 to his score, and the back row is now available again next time. Okay, he's setting that up to be able to buff, to be able to counter my Vanek, probably. Okay. My round 6 is going to be play Vanek. That's my only hope. So this round, it's just about getting more Fallen down. I think I want to... I need to disable this, or it will counter my Vanek with a Servitor. So I need to use Booming on the Vandal, and then I may as well just put the other Ketch down on the back row. I've still got one space here in the front row for Vanek. So if I just put the Ketch down, I can just get as many Fallen as possible, and then I just have to hope Vanek does enough next time. He may not even be playing the Ogre strategy, in which case it's just a normal Fallen versus Fallen game. We won't be able to tell until round 6. At least I know he has no more of these, because he's played them both. So they are the two main things that can counter Vanek, and I've got rid of them. So yeah, that's a shame. He removed the score off the Grenade Dreg. Okay, well, I play Vanek, and if this is just a regular Fallen versus Fallen game, I might win, because I have more Fallen than him. If he's saving an Ogre till round 6, then there's very little I can do. Just a regular Fallen versus Fallen gameplay. And I win. I have more Fallen than he does. Well played, and thank you for not trying to abuse the Ogre. Although I don't know why he's now taking so long to click end his turn.